Today's Pack-a-Punch broadcast is presented by Vesta Nutra. Vesta Nutra, where we can help make sure all your supplements pack a punch.
Hello! Thank you for joining us at the Pack-a-Punch podcast. My name is Valerie Psalm, and I'm here with the incomparable Mr. Richard Pinner.
Thank you, Miss Superstar Val Psalm in the house.
Whoop, whoop. Well, it's Christmas time is
Merry
here.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
You know, this has nothing to do with supplements, but I just want to say that I'm enjoying this whole new version of the Black Friday shopping for Christmas thing because there's no pressure to go into the stores and there's no, all this. It's the one good thing I'm liking about COVID, actually.
It has cut down on those people getting trampled at the door.
Right. And I kind of enjoy that all the sales were started early, and
it's become just a black month.
It's
the Black Month.
Oh, I thought that was February.
Anyway, it will be Black Month. Shop till you drop.
But you're right. It is. It's like a whole month long now shopping situation.
The singular, singular Friday cattle call? No longer.
Right. Yeah. I like that there's no shopping and stuff on Thanksgiving and all that.
Hey, if you really want to enjoy yourself, I think that's definitely something you can do.
Right. I like it. And I have to say I've already made some purchases online. And
I'm almost done with all my Christmas shopping I've been doing online. I'm like, this year, it'll be strictly from my computer.
What did you get me?
Well, it's something special. I can't tell you right now.
I hope it's chocolate.
Oh, it's definitely chocolate.
Speaking of Black Month, it's chocolate.
Booyah! Black Month! Don't forget it.
Wow, we better get back on track.
Okay. Well, I think it's going to be a really interesting holiday season, because, we are in what we might call a monumental transition in humanity.
Yes.
How people are responding and integrating themselves into family again. Your extended family that you usually see over Thanksgiving. I don't know how that went for everyone, but I'm sure it was a challenge for a lot. And Christmas, I think, is going to replicate that same thing again.
Right. But just remember, when you have your gatherings, no shouting, no singing, and no, what was the other one? No, it wasn't dancing. I don't remember. Oh, chanting. No chanting.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep that paramount. Chanting please. I hear the chanting police will be driving by with mics and just checking through door to door.
Yeah. Well, really, are the police going to show up and bust you and your family?
Man, we had a chanting complaint here. Police, let's have them step forward. We might do a cavity search. I don't know.
Karen called. I'm sorry, ma'am. Karen called, and she doesn't like the chanting going on at your house.
Uh-oh. Folks, we warned them. Cavity search, everyone. Tasers.
Oh, caroling. Yeah, caroling.
Oh, yeah.
Caroling is not going to happen this year.
Caroling gets you shot.
Oh, wow.
Who's on the front line? Just take him down, Jimmy. Take him down.
Oh, my goodness.
Carol on this. Jingle, jingle this.
Or it would sound...
Dashing through the snow. With the M16.
Or it would sound like this.
The masked channeling character. They're going to be out there tonight, folks. The careless. They'll be fully masked and wrapped.
Yeah, it's a new version of the Masked Singer.
Yeah. Uncut. Right in your front yard. Yeah, it's going to be definitely a lot of differences this holiday season.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Christmas just ain't Christmas without the carolers.
That makes me want to do a little viral YouTube video.
Hey.
We could have some fun with that.
That could be a wonderful moment. I don't know. You got your tree stuff up and everything?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Decorations done?
Yes. Like pretty much the week after Halloween, I start going for the decorations.
Which is cool. In this climate, why not?
Right, true. Yeah, I love my decorations. Love them. And I just sit there and stare at my tree. I'm all into it.
Well, see,
yeah.
but that's cool. You got a festive home.
Yeah.
Makes it very rewarding. Keeps you happy. I like that.
That's right.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because, it's going to be a lot of time at home this year.
Yeah, one of our employees, Thad, he was telling me yesterday he used to have a dog that loved the Christmas tree. The dog loved the Christmas tree and would just sit underneath the Christmas tree and just stare up into it. His dog. Isn't
You'd be
funny?
surprised how they attach to things. You sure he wasn't just using the bathroom over there?
Maybe.
Did you ever check for stains?
There's a special Christmas
Really?
smell in the air.
There's a hint of dog in the air.
Wow. We are having a really difficult time staying focused here.
Yeah, well, we have watering trees by dogs. Yeah. This tree's still fresh.
That is a good way to keep the tree watered.
This trash is still fresh. That's just amazing. I love it. I love it.
Well, I want to suggest a gift for you to give to your for our audience here to give to their friends and family. A good dietary supplement.
And there's nothing better than trying to help your fellow humanity with something that makes sense. And why not a nutraceutical or supplement from the Vesta family?
Right. I'm really upset with the reputation that supplements get. And every now and then something will come through here at work that makes me think that's why we have a bad reputation, because people do stupid things and they don't follow the rules, and they, they just, terrible customer service, all these things just ruin the supplement industry. But if you could look past the reputation and look at the good quality people who are putting out good quality products, these supplements work. They're clinically proven and they're holistic. It's not, a lot of medicines, pharmaceutical medicines, they make you have to, like, one medicine makes you have to take another medicine, and that one does something to you that you have to now take another medicine to make up for the deficiency or something. And supplements don't work like that. They're natural. Mostly they're natural, and they're healthy. I mean, that's the whole point.
I mean, a lot of people have got a bad level of information, but supplements that are done properly are very beneficial.
Right.
And they don't warrant a prescription. They're over the counter.
Yes.
And taken in moderation and with regulation, you can really, help yourself, your immune system, your stamina, your vision,
right,
your cardiovascular. I mean, there's so many different applications of how this can help enhance your basic health.
Yes. Here at Vesta, one of our mottos is raising the bar for supplements.
Indeed.
And we want to do that through our quality, and we do follow the rules. In fact, almost to a fault, we follow the rules.
Well, that's why we have the gold standard.
That's right.
And we deliver. I mean, we have a pharmaceutical grade facility. We used to, before, this was actually a facility that they actually manufactured Adderall in. But now, of course, it's nutraceuticals and supplements. But our standards are set on that same scale. So we deliver.
Right. And our facility is an FDA registered facility.
CGMP, NSF, FDA.
Yep.
We are certified across the board to deliver.
We got it going on.
That's correct. And we've spent 24 plus years getting to that stage, and it pays to be persistent and consistent. I mean, some of the most common mistakes you find in the nutraceutical community, we are pretty good at finding and correcting, like with startups, knowing what do you want in your product, what don't you want.
Right.
From a consultative standpoint, we're probably one of the most sensitive because we do consultative selling.
Right.
We listen, especially with the startups, and go, what's really on your mind? What are you trying to achieve?
Right.
I mean,
So if you were starting you were getting into the business. I know you work out, you go to the gym every day.
Yeah.
And I know that stuff is important to you, and I'm trying to make it important to me, but
it comes
I'm having
time.
a hard time getting around there.
We're gonna get you in the gym. You're coming to the gym. You're getting in the pool.
Okay. But if you decided, I've got all these friends at the gym and I want to make a supplement that would benefit me and my friends, what's a good place to start with making a supplement?
Well, B12 is a natural fit for the workout community because it gives you energy and helps you, kind of maintain that high level of performance. So for a gym rat, I'd say B12 would be a good start.
Okay, so what you just told me is you have a focus. You say, okay, I want to reach out to the people in the gym. So these are people that are working out, and is there a certain age range of those people?
Yeah, as long as you have breath in life. That's the age range.
Well, hopefully if they're at the gym, they've got breath and life. But you've said, okay, I want to help these people have more energy and whatever else B12 does for you. So you've got to focus. You know that, okay, I'm going to develop a supplement that is for the people that go to the gym, and it's going to help their energy level.
Bingo.
Okay, so you've got to focus, and that's where we should start.
Yeah.
With a focus
You've got to have a vision and a real, what results are you trying to achieve?
Right.
So that you can really understand what ingredients are necessary to get to that particular desired result.
Right.
And that's what a lot of startups sometimes don't understand, that formulation format. And at Vesta, like, we have a R&D team to help in formulation and cultivate and help you fine-tune your formula so that it's going to be effective and not something that you get to continually tweak. And it's very expensive to go through those R&D stages over and over again until you achieve what you want. Where with R&D team, that's going to be something that's going to happen right away.
Right.
Because we're going to make sure.
And for people who are starting up, I know when I first started working here, I used to think, oh man, we should mix this with that and then add some of this, and try to put all this stuff in one pill, and it would magically, now I don't have to take 6 pills every morning. I can only take 1 because it's got all this stuff packed in.
Misnomer.
Yes. My boss told me, good old Sam Kwan told me,
The
he
truth.
said, nope, if you really want your pill to pack a punch, you need to get as much of that active ingredient as you can get in there. So instead of mixing, saw palmetto with vitamin C and B12 and trying to get all those things in one, you would just say, nope, you need to put saw palmetto as much as you can get in that one pill, pack that pill full, and it's going to pack a punch.
And that makes sense. I mean, concentration of the desired active ingredient is what you want to work with, because that's where the action is coming from.
He did say there's a difference with multivitamins. He says it works good with multivitamins to put a whole
Right.
different
A whole different
regime
plethora of things in there.
Yeah.
Because the way they're delivered and dispersed through the system, it is a working solution.
Yeah.
But that's only usually with multivitamins.
Right.
That you find that as a positive solution where you have 16 ingredients all in one pill. When you start doing that on the other side of like we're doing with supplements, it's usually you actually diminish the real results you're trying to get because there's too much in there and none of it really does anything.
So we have a clear vision. We want to make a supplement for people at the gym, and then we want to increase their energy, and then we don't want to mix it with a bunch of goofy things.
No.
We just want to pack the punch. And then the next thing is you probably have some sort of budget in mind. And for me, I was kind of surprised. Oh, wow, this is costing a little bit more than what I thought it was, when I first
Bingo.
entered the industry. So don't be surprised, because there's a lot that goes into making a supplement. It's not just, pouring some powder in a capsule. There's a lot of labor involved. There's a lot of material sourcing, ingredient sourcing. There's a lot that goes into it. So the price might surprise you, depending on the amount that you want. It could be anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 for a startup. But you have to think about price versus value, and if you are just going for cheap, then you're going to be one of those people we were just talking about who ruin the supplement industry, who ruin the reputation.
True.
This is not necessarily about price. Now, we understand it's got to be something that's doable, right?
Right.
But that's why one reason we want to lower our MOQs here at Vesta is because we want to be able to give people the opportunity to enter the industry without having to do, 500,000 bottles.
and like I said, those are some of the perks. Consultative selling, low MOQs, standardized format pricing that's going to make it simple for you to kind of jump into the water. These are key elements I think every startup should understand.
Right.
And it's something we do and pride ourselves in, because we like to be that sort of an incubator for new companies that come in, into the industry and may need a little guidance, a little hand-holding.
Right.
We're not too afraid to take that challenge, because we've been there and we know what it's like.
So a lot of that price that I was talking about is going to be testing costs.
Testing costs.
And that's where people are like, I don't want to pay for testing. That's like paying a bill instead of buying a video game or something.
Without testing, there's no validation, and there's no guarantee you're getting what you're paying for.
Right.
So that's why the gold standard, we do a comparative level of testing, third-party testing, so it's non-biased.
Right.
So we always ensure you're getting exactly what you paid for.
Right. And don't mess with Alice, our quality lady.
Watch
don't
out,
do
you
it.
know. No soup for you.
So,
But, that's what it takes, somebody with that kind of discipline.
That's right.
And that this is it. This is how it's got to be. And that's what ensures our quality standards, and that's important.
Yes.
So a person like Alice is a valuable asset that every nutraceutical company should have.
Right. A good thing about a smaller company like us is that we can be flexible too. We can negotiate, we can work things out where you don't have to have, the huge MOQ, or we can negotiate things that aren't absolutely critical, like testing.
Right.
But we can negotiate some ingredients and, the amount of ingredients in your pill and things like that. So, there's a lot of hope and a lot of flexibility.
Yeah,
with
a company of our size, we have that flexibility to really work closely with the needs of a startup, and that's important. With communication and delivering the message clearly, we can work really into a situation that's going to work for both parties.
Yeah.
And that's because of our size, we have that flexibility.
Yeah. So we remain flexible, but we ask that you remain flexible. And if you don't go with Vesta, if you decide to go with a different manufacturer, go in with a flexible mindset that you can maybe take a little less of this ingredient and more of this ingredient. Or, can I get a generic version of this as opposed to a brand name? Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. But go in with flexibility and just try different things.
Got to have an open mind until find the right solution. That's just the way. That's the nature of R&D.
Right.
It's not like I just want this. You got to be flexible and have that open respect.
And speaking of flexibility, when it comes to time to get this produced, your lead time.
Yes, oh yes. Lead times can always be a challenge. But in reality, on the long end of the stick, it's 10 to 12, 8 to 10. And depending after that second wave, it's anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. So it just depends on how many ingredients are involved, the process, if it's capsule, it's tablet. But you've always got to give yourself a window.
Right.
And it's safe to go just standard. Give yourself 10 to 12 weeks for your first order.
Right.
That way you won't be surprised. You won't get disappointed.
Right. And a lot of that, just to explain lead times, a lot of that is sourcing the ingredients. Some of them come from outside of America, and therefore it's going to take a while to get those shipped in. Right now in this time frame, supply chain issues might be a problem.
Yeah.
So far we haven't really had
I'm curious.
much.
If I pay more, can I get a better timeline?
No, actually no.
Exactly.
Timeline is all about, honestly, we don't want a project sitting on our desk for, months. We don't want to take months. We want to get it done.
Process it quickly and efficiently.
Right. That all goes back to expiration dates and stuff too. We're not just letting stuff sit on our desks, but we do have to consider, stuff that's already on the schedule. We have to consider the ingredient sourcing, material sourcing, packaging sourcing. Having labels made is something that's kind of time consuming. If you want boxes, I know boxes can take many weeks to have done, to have those printed. So there's a lot of things that go into lead time. We're not just sitting around saying, "Oh, we need some extra time." We have some pretty valid reasons why we need that amount of lead time.
Now, staging factors do take time.
Right.
Sourcing, developing labeling,
Right.
packaging, putting it into production cycles, R&D. All those things take time. And
Yeah.
if it's done properly, you deliver on the first run. You try to cut that short, you're compromising the integrity of your project.
Right. So, speaking of labeling, labeling is an important piece of the project because whereas the FDA doesn't necessarily regulate supplements, they do watch. And there's something called the DSHEA. I think it's the Dietary Supplement Health Education Act. I think I'm saying that right. Now, they actually do look at your label claims, and they do some random checks. And what they're looking for is to make sure that you're not making crazy claims, like you're curing cancer with your supplement. Or,
2 of these will make you invincible.
Right. Take 2 of these B12 and you will have brand new muscles made.
People have run through walls.
So that's what the FDA is looking for, and they do watch very closely
Very much
that
so.
stuff. And we have seen some letters that have gone out to people who have put wrong claims on their labels. So you can go to I think it's the FDA website, and you can see a list of things that you can and cannot put on your labels. And they tell you actually where to put things on your labels because there's specific places they want you to put
And
things.
let's not forget, they can go to our Vesta video that talks about labeling also.
Oh, absolutely. We've got a very informative video that says some of the same things. It's more of a basic version, so you can go there and watch that, and then it gives you some more instruction of where else you could go to read things. We will link that on our Facebook page too, on the podcast Facebook page, just in case people
So
want
if
to see
you're
that.
looking for label information, there it is.
Yes, that's very good. So I think that we've covered a lot of it. I think even the target customer we talked about, because we know that, well, for you, you're going to go for the people at the gym.
Right.
But some people might have more of a targeted thing into to an age group or to children, or, I think your target is important when you're looking at making a supplement. All these things fit together in the puzzle of making supplements. So I think it's just important to have a vision. That's kind of what we started with, and you got to carry that vision all the way through to completion.
Without that vision, there's no target.
Yep.
So there's nothing to shoot at. So it's very important to understand what you're doing, the dynamics, and have an end game so that you make this happen versus wonder if it's going to happen.
Right.
Well, I think that we've done quite a bit for the holiday season. So got all your shopping done?
Well, I don't have all my shopping done, but I'm getting close.
Well, I'm close too, and I want to say it's been a bang, dang, wangatang.
What is
great
that?
time here at the Pack a Punch. And hey, don't forget, you can catch us at Facebook at Pack a Punch Podcast, and you can also get us online at, what was it, Val?
It is info.vestanutra.com/packapunch.
Well, hey, gang, you all have a wonderful Christmas holiday, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the new year. And don't forget to pack a punch.
You've been listening to the Pack a Punch broadcast, brought to you by Vesta Nutra. If you like what you heard today, please share, like, and subscribe.